It's Madden NFL 24. And up next is Devondre Campbell. He's on the verge of earning his 100th tackle of the season. It's the Giants and the Rams, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024.
And I'll be one of those, trying to get it going in January, trying to get my physical fitness on. But first, we get it.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're brought out by a fifth-year pro coming off a career season as a passer and a runner. It's Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. So from the 37, here's second down and a yard. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards.
Well, that didn't take long. The second play from scrimmage, this one nearly goes the distance, and now, what a start. You're barely on the field, and you're already set up first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. On the option right, it's Jones. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throwing Jones. And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Jarvis Landry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's It's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 23 carries, 104 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
3rd and 3. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Rush coming in, he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. The Giants at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Watson. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a fourth down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold him for just a short gain.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Fournette running out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Now Watson. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Waddle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out in a tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. A short throw to Ingram. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Off-play action. Jones. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is going to have the Rams first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Looking to throw. Jones. Completes it to Aguilar. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. Hayden Hurst. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
You got to figure it out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And New York set to take the field. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch. And it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Well, they run the option on 2nd down. And the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Faking the give, now Watson. That's caught by Chosen. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Fournette, a first down carry. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
3rd and long. It's Watson. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Pollard going to try the right side. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Here's Watson now on second down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
First down now with that clock rolling. To the air yet again, Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Watson. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
False start.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Kenny Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. They need 18 yards here on third down. Watson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. He'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Za'Darius Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 28. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They run it again with Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his level a rest.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Chubb will try the middle here. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Watson on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. That's dumped off to Pollard. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw, Watson. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jack Rabbit Jenkins. And the Rams are right back in this football game. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 14-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Leonard Fournette halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 74 yards rushing now for Chubb and a 1st down as well. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On the option left, it's Jones. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. This is 2nd and 8. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Rams. Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now out come the Giants. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That is caught. And he is going to have the Giants' 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. Now Watson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Watson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fournette is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he's going to have a Rams first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they will take a knee here. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Chubb on the counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for L.A. Returning is Peppers. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down 28-21, 35 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, Watson. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder side so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Watson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Here's first down. One last throw here for Watson. This to possibly force OT. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1, It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They're going to try and run for it. And he is in. The call works, and they have won the football game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Trust they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yep.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for 2 and you don't get it. Your job could be in jeopardy. But sometimes people just know their teams. They may have felt like they were out of gas. They had to have it now, and they did it and got out of there with a win.
So for the Jets, they moved to 9-7 on the year with 1 game remaining. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.